Podcast Bites.
Pepsi, what they'll do is here in the United States, they'll serve us their Mountain Dew with high fructose corn syrup, with sodium benzenate, with brominated vegetable oil, which is a very controversial chemical that's banned overseas, yellow 5. But in the other countries, they will actually take out all of those additives I just mentioned, and they just use plain sugar, and they use beta carotene again to just color the Mountain Dew. And so there's distinct differences in what you're looking at when you see the ingredient label, and the amount of controversial ingredients are removed when you buy the same product overseas. And my argument has always been that these are American companies, right? We're getting the short end of the stick. I mean, this information is so controversial, Ben, that no mainstream media will actually show the side-by-side comparisons of these products in the news because they're so scared out of their wits about losing their advertising money from these big food conglomerates. And this is such maddening information once you learn it that you literally just start to feel completely you just get so angry because these are American companies who have decided that it's okay to serve us the toxic cheap stuff and serve other countries better stuff.
So you don't find artificial dyes in like European Mountain Dew or European Gatorade, but you do in the U.S. And if those dyes were to be present in those food products in Europe, they would be required to have a warning label. But is the reason that they still include them in the U.S. is because they feel like a warning label would reduce the amount of sales of a product, like the warning label on a cigarette? Or are there other reasons that they'd keep selling the version with the dye here in America?
I mean, the reason why they keep serving the version with the dye here in America is because our government has not regulated artificial food dyes like other governments overseas. And also it's cheaper for them to use petroleum-based synthetic dyes
okay, that makes
than
sense.
Real ingredients. And so, largely the chemicals that have been invented in the last 50 years in our food system haven't been invented to like improve our nutrition or to like make our bodies healthier. They've just been invented to improve the bottom line of the food industry. I mean, they're creating these synthetic chemicals so that they can make their food perform a certain way. They can use less real ingredients so they can make more money, or they can put their products on the shelf longer. So again, they make more money, or they create an addictive quality to the food, which, is a real sinister thing that happens. And that's exactly what the tobacco industry did in terms of making their cigarettes addictive and not really telling us what they were doing.
Avocado, motherfucker.